Workers across Lagos State have called on the federal government to accede to the request of the labor unions to implement the new minimum wage and prevent the proposed strike by the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) and Trade Union Congress to embark on a nationwide strike over the non-implementation of the new 30,000 minimum wage. Organised Labour has threatened to embark on a nationwide strike from October 16 if the federal government fails to reconvene the meeting of the committee negotiating the consequential adjustment on the new minimum wage and speed up the implementation. The Labour had warned that it will not guarantee industrial peace if their demands are not met. The Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, had earlier announced that the federal government would have to lay off workers in order to meet up a wage bill of 580 billion needed to meet the financial commitment of the new minimum wage. Public sector workers have been contending with frustration over the failure of the federal government and organised labour to reach an agreement on the implementation of the new wage that came into effect more than 6 months ago.
Today, unemployed, after graduation, millions of them that have left school without jobs. So the ones that have jobs, you want to lay them off because of minimum wage? It's not possible. This country has this money. Let them pay this money, they have it. Why not cut the allowances of their lawmakers and people working with federal government who are any bogus pay for them to be able to pay workers? I don't think saying they want to lay workers off is a good idea. They are going to add more people to the unemployment market, which is not going to be good for the economy of this country. It doesn't work that way. It's only in Nigeria you see things like that happening. Anywhere else, it doesn't work that way. You have agreed that you want to pay minimum. What is the delay for? I don't think it is encouraged. The federal government, as a matter of urgency, pay the minimum wage agreed upon by the tripartite committee, so as to alleviate the sufferings of Nigerian workers.
The federal government has what it takes to pay even more than 30,000 naira. You discover, especially people who are in the government, especially people who are in the Senate House and the House of Assembly. When you look at the money that they are receiving and the money that is going on here, you see that especially what the presidency and the government is doing to the civil servant is very bad. So to me, I believe by now what they agreed on for over 6 months ago, by now they're supposed to have implement all those things and pay the workers. So because when you look at the cost of living, like the bag of rice now, bag of rice is almost 30,000 naira. So, and when you pay somebody who has like 3 children or 4 children, and you discover that at the end of the month they will finish bag of rice, and what are you are sending that person to go and steal. So I believe in the country where we are, that we have the kind of resources that we have, we're supposed to have been paying workers more than 60,000 naira. That is my take on this.
The federal government has adopted the minimum wage, but they are adopting it on grade level 01 to 07. But the senior officers are also agitating, but they are drawing board, they are negotiating. But very soon, I think it will be implemented. I don't think that will be tenable because the rate of employment is so high. We shouldn't add more to the problem. And we pray that government is going to take a decisive decision on it.
In a statement jointly signed by the NLC President Ayuba Waba and his TUC counterpart Quadri Olaleye, the unionist said that Labour has demonstrated restraint and patience with the government. As both unions enforce their stand on the issue, the response of the federal government will determine if the proposed strike slated to begin on 16 October will hold.